and welcome to our next episode of Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
And Candace. We're back. Another great episode. As always, thank you so much for watching last week, the soup episode. First of all, it's, soup for all of you. Oh, no, never mind. First of all, great. Love the people that piped in and said they loved it. So again, thank you. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's an awesome, awesome potato soup. Tonight, another great recipe, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different because we always do like the dinner recipes. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Tonight.
Oh no, I forgot.
It's a vegan episode. But hold on. It's dessert. It's cake. But it's cake.
It's cake. Actually, I have had this. It actually is very good. I really like it. Just don't tell anybody it's vegan because I don't want to wear Birkenstocks. Anyway, go ahead. So
yeah, you won't notice that it's vegan once it's cooked.
So basically what we're saying is it's a Candace night. That's right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, by the way, I'm going to need all I can get for this because it's vegan. Thank you, Andrew, Chapel Beer and Wine. If you're in the Germantown area, please stop by, say hello to Andrew. He'll take care of you. Make sure you tell him Mr. Mike and Miss Candace sent you, and he'll make sure to take care of it. But he always takes care of us. Check him out.
Hurry up. Get the hell out.
All right. So now I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to go the other side while Candace shows us how to make a fucking vegan dish. All right.
So, what we're doing tonight is...
Sorry, moving on. I'm sorry.
What we're doing tonight is a vegan cake. It's adapted from a 1-egg cake type of recipe. First off, you're going to need to get your blender or food processor. Second, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees.
Vanna did that already. Gotcha. I got your back.
Good job, Vanna.
Thank you.
Because this prep goes quick because it's all done in your blender or food processor.
Okay.
First thing you're going to do, take your tofu. One package, about 12 ounces of extra firm silken tofu. So.
What'd you say? So extra firm. So you like your tofu looking like your men.
Yeah. Okay. So dump in the tofu. And you don't need to drain it either. 1 cup of white sugar, and mine has some clumps in it. But don't worry about the clumps if you have any, because the blender's going to get that out.
So is the food processor.
I'm using food processor and blender interchangeably here. The sugar helps to liquefy your tofu better. So where you would normally put in a cup of milk, cow's milk, you use your favorite alternative. I'm using soy milk. You can use rice milk or almond milk as well. They work just fine too. Pour in your cup of cow's milk alternative. Put your lid on. Doing everything backwards. And you're going to hit puree.
But it's liquidy. Is it supposed to be like a batter or dough or something?
No, because we haven't added in any flour or anything. It will be liquidy. It's supposed to be liquidy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we add our 2 cups of flour. Go ahead. You can dump in your whole 2 cups all at once. You don't need to do it slowly because you're doing it in the blender. It'll get all the clumps out. Blender, 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 blender.
Wait till I compost her ass. Anyway, go ahead.
Really, the order doesn't matter because you're doing it all in the blender.
Food processor.
Blender. The 1/2 cup of oil replaces the 1/2 cup of butter.
There's no butter in this?
No. Now, you can also use coconut oil if you want. Coconut oil, shut your freaking mouth. Coconut oil is solid at room temperature, so it's really good for baked goods. It really helps the baked goods hold up their firm texture and quality. It does come in regular, where you get the coconut flavor, and it also comes in refined, where you don't get the coconut flavor. This one here does not like the flavor of coconut, and I just don't have any refined coconut oil with me. So, anyway, 1/2 cup oil replaces the butter.
All joking aside, I never thought of that.
Okay, I'm pouring in my oil now.
Standard oil.
We're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla. If you want your cake to be lemony as well, you can combine. You can put in lemon extract and vanilla extract in the same recipe. It's not going to curdle. It's still going to bake like a normal cake. It's just going to have that extra round flavor that vanilla gives everything. I think that even lemon cakes need to have vanilla. 1 teaspoon vanilla, and I usually over pour or give it an extra half. Baking powder, the round canister, 2 teaspoons. 1,
3.
2.
How many licks does it take to get inside of a Tootsie Pop?
There you go, Vanna. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Don't pour it over whatever it is you're cooking, because if you spill, then all of that goes into your recipe.
Now, if you have somebody out there that has, has blood pressure issues, whatever you're trying to, can you eliminate the salt?
You have to have the salt.
Okay.
It's a chemical reaction thing. Can you spray this, please?
Are we spraying it or are we using canola oil?
You can use canola oil or you can spray it, but you need to have something oily on your pan.
So we're going to take it, while she's doing that, I'm just going to put a little bit in here and I'm going to use my hands and just wipe it around the sides. You don't want too much in there because you don't want it soggy, but you want to make sure the pan is coated. That's pretty much the extent of what I know about baking.
Okay, so now we're going to puree it again until everything is nice and smooth. And it doesn't take long to get most of it pureed.
You know why?
But
It's
I
a
do
food processor.
see a blender does the same thing. Blenderize one more time
Food processor.
on puree.
Food processor.
And that's it, you're done. You're done with your prep and you're ready to pour.
That was easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you do it with a food processor, hold on to your blade for the first bit because you don't want to pour your blade into your cake pan.
That would not end well.
So, if you have cats, put your blade back in your food processor and just lock your lid back on. That way you can put this in your sink and not have to worry about your cats cutting their tongues off. So, now our cake is in its cake pan, and I'm going to tilt it for you a little bit so hopefully you can see a little better.
Excuse me. Let the tall person do it. Excuse me. Hold on. Hold on.
So
Now,
if you play short people backwards, do you get a derogatory song about tall people being annoying? Okay, so let's go put this in the oven. 350 degrees, put it in your oven for roughly 30 minutes, but you're gonna check it at 20. Now we're gonna clean up, but then we're going to do our glaze when we come back.
we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back from cleaning up, and now, while the cake is baking, we're going to make our glaze. You're only going to need 2 ingredients.
I'm going to drink.
Your lemon juice
Ingredient I need.
and your confectioner's sugar. Asshole assistance is not required, but it can make things a little more colorful. Okay, let's get to it.
Okay.
So, we're going to start off with our confectioner's sugar. We're going to do 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar. Now, if you've made a bigger cake, it's not something pound cake sized, then obviously you're going to want to double the recipe. That would be 1 cup, okay?
So 2 1/2 cups equal 1 cup?
Yes, dear. Did you have to put on your thinking cap to get that?
Yeah, it hurt a little bit actually.
Oh, boy.
It's the
Okay.
NBA talking.
Yeah, I remember the commercial. This woman, she's training the new employees how to use the office equipment, and this one snooty guy in a suit says, well, I do have an MBA. And without missing a beat, the office manager says, oh, well, you're going to need the advanced training then. And she grabs another really big book to train him with. So that's what I think of whenever I hear somebody say, well, I do have an MBA.
Straight up facts.
Okay, so dump, we're getting really high tech here, dump your confectioner's sugar into your bowl. Then you're going to dump in 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. I find sometimes I do have to put in more lemon juice. Sometimes I don't. Just keep it nearby. And grab your whisk. If you don't have a whisk, just use a fork.
Go fork yourself.
See, this is what it looks like. Don't make a comment.
I was gonna say it looks good.
Okay. Just keep whisking.
Just keep whisking. What do? We whisk.
Almost done. And I think I want to add just a little bit more lemon juice because I want it to pour onto the cake and then spread out a little bit more. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Whisk. There's your finished glaze.
Can I taste it?
You want to do the tall person thing?
I want to taste it.
You want to show them the texture?
Fine, I'll show them the texture. I'm gonna not texture. I'm gonna show you the texture. I have not had that much wine yet. All right, so that's what it looks like. It's just a little bit of glaze. Now, if you want to taste it, you go like this, and this just really pisses off the cook because she doesn't want me to do this. So I can't. I can't figure it out. So I'm just gonna go like this.
Oh.
Oh my god.
But now, you're ready for your cake.
Now we wait. So we're back when the cake is done. We got about 10 minutes before we check it. May or may not be done, but we'll check it after that, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll eat some vegan fucking cake.
All right. So our oven is beeping at us. Let's go check it. So we see it's golden around the edges. Yep. It's done, baby. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wait. I need one.
All right, so let me show you what it looks like. Let me do the tall person thing. Get out of my way, shorty. So basically what it looks like is this. It's cracked. It comes with 2 little eye holes. And how long did it take in the oven, actually? I mean, after
It
all?
actually took 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Because I made it in a loaf pan. Now, if you need yours to cook sooner or faster and you're not worried about presentation, like how the cake looks or anything, then you can bake it in a 9x12 and it will cook for you in roughly 30 minutes. That's usually how I bake my cake, but I was trying to be fancy and make it pretty.
Fancy.
And it was a very poor calculation on my part. So.
Fancy. All right, well, let's put the...
Let's put the glaze on.
And then try this one.
And you're just gonna string it along, back and forth until you are out of your glaze.
I'll show you what it looks like in a minute.
Yes, tall person.
Okay, there we go. See, basically just a glaze on top, okay? Drizzled on, kind of covers it up. Smell. Oh, one more time. Smells good.
The glazing on top gives you just a little bit more sweetness to it without that suffocating, overpowering, thick, dense icing.
All right, quit talking, woman. Cut the damn thing.
All right.
We're gonna cut it. We're gonna taste it. Love it.
Now, of course, ideally, you're supposed to let this cool. But this one has no patience and won't let me.
And that's why we call it Fuck That's Hot. CookingWithMichael.us are available. So it is smoky.
Steamy. Smoky implies
Can I
something.
have the fork, please?
Oh,
woman?
sorry.
So we're gonna taste this vegan cake. I've had it before. I know it's really good, but I have to make it, drum rolling kind of thing. She's out. All right, one more bite, I'll give it to you. But fuck, I fell.
Imagine that.
But all right, a great vegan dessert. Okay, and actually, to be honest with you, you don't even really know it's vegan unless someone actually tells you it's hot. What is it? There we go. So without even having to tell anybody, it is vegan. It's actually it's a great cake. The prep time is about 10 minutes. The cooking time, depending on, as she said, depending on what container you cook it in, whether it be a loaf pan or one of those Corningware dishes or what have you, is really dependent on between 30 to 50 minutes. So you want to prepare this probably a little before you do the dinner, have it cooking, because you also want to have it setting out and cooling. So while you're making the rest of dinner and while you're eating too. So, but a great date night, addition dessert, a great vegan. Yes, the word great and vegan was in the same sentence. Oh, shut up. So anyway, hope you try it. Hope you love it. Please watch. As always, thank you so much for continuing to watch and continue to support us. Check in with Andrew at Germantown Chapel Beer and Wine. Check out our website, cookingwithmichael.us. And we'll see you next Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not. It's vegan.
Okay. You can see I'm just spatula-ing the last bits out.
Spatula-ing.
Spatula-ing. It is.
Webster, please add that to your dictionary for next year. By the way, hashtag Webster Dictionary.
Hey, if they can add LOL, they can add spatula-ing. At least spatula-ing is kind of, the meaning is a little instinctive, intuitive.